the question comes up a lot of times with freelancers, consultants, or people that haven't yet launched their business. They haven't yet sold anything. They think, oh, I'm not yet there to protect myself. I'm not yet there to actually having a business. You actually are. Even if you think, oh, I'm just a freelancer. Oh, I'm just a consultant. Oh, I'm just this. I'm just that. If you are doing something with the aim of deriving profit from that thing, you are a business owner. Welcome to the Legalpreneur Podcast. I'm your host, Andrea Sager, founder and CEO of Legalpreneur Inc. As a serial entrepreneur and someone that works exclusively with small business owners legally protecting their business, I'm dedicated to covering common legal issues faced by business owners, providing you with the business knowledge you need to catapult your business's growth and showing you just how some of the world's most elite entrepreneurs have handled these legal and business issues themselves. In true attorney fashion, the information in this episode is not legal advice. This is for informational purposes only, and you should always consult with your attorney before implementing any of the information in the show. Hey there, welcome back to the Legalpreneur Podcast. Today's episode, we're covering businesses. Are you a business owner? This is a question that often surprises me when people aren't quite sure. And so I want to answer it very thoroughly because there's a very clean answer to know whether you're a business owner. And I want to make sure that you're aware because if you think you're not a business owner, that might be why you haven't protected yourself legally or done certain things to make sure you're legally set up. And that's what often gets business owners in trouble is they don't realize they're actually a business owner. So that's what we're going to cover. But first, you guys, y'all, my ladies, oh my gosh, the Legalpreneur book is finally here. I cannot believe it. I am so excited. Look at this. If you're watching YouTube, look at this. It is here. You can get it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and we will actually, if you go to thelegalpreneur.com, we will have a version that you can purchase signed. You can buy a signed copy at thelegalpreneur.com. But I am so honored that it's finally here. And I'm so honored that so many people have actually bought it already. Like that's my biggest thing. It's so funny that I was in my own way for so long because I thought, who's going to want to buy this? It's a book about legal protection. Everybody's scared of it. Everybody blah, 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 making up the stories in my head, just like we all do. Everybody does it. But I finally realized, oh, I want to be the mom that doesn't just tell my kids they can do anything. I want to show them they can do anything. And by not writing this book, I'm not showing my kids they can do anything. So I finally realized, okay, it's time. It's time to write the damn book. And so I started out on this journey over a year ago. And here it is. It's finally here. So if you're able to get your hands on it, I would be so honored if you purchased it, if you shared it with a friend, anything you can do to help get the word out around the book. I would be so honored. Okay. Anyways, are you a business owner? I didn't realize this was a thing that people didn't realize they might be a business owner until I think a year and a half ago. I had somebody that came to me and she said, "Oh, I can't remember if she quit her job or if she got laid off." And basically she said, I've been freelancing on the side and, I have these contracts right now, but I really want to own my own business and and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, girlfriend, if you are the one in these contracts, you're the one performing the work, you're a business owner. And where I think the confusion comes is the difference between a brand and a business, which I'll cover very briefly. I think I'm going to do a more in-depth episode. But first, I want to make sure you realize that you probably already are a business owner. Okay, so the actual definition of a business owner, if you Google like business owner terms or business owner definition, there's a bunch of different definitions that come up, but I liked this one the most from businessterms.org, the actual definition of a business owner. It is an individual who owns and operates a business, small or large, with the aim of deriving profit from its successful operation. And I think that is the most important distinguisher when figuring out, am I a business owner? And this, of course, some people will be like, oh, I want to have a nonprofit. Like, let's take that out of the equation for this episode. When it comes to being a business owner, even if you have not yet made money, but you're branding yourself, you're posting on social media, you're getting the word out, you're building buzz, and your aim is to derive profit from that operation, you are a business owner. It doesn't matter if you haven't yet made a dime. You are a business owner. And that's what I want you to truly, truly understand. You may not be profitable yet. You may not have officially launched your offer yet, your business yet. But if you're doing things in the background, you're preparing this, you're preparing that, maybe you even have clients. You are a business owner. And I want you to feel that, like, because so many people are like, oh, I dream of being a business owner, and they dream of, one day doing this or that. And it's like, hey, you actually already are a business owner, and you should own that and feel into that and know that, hey, even if you're not yet profitable, you are on your way to being profitable. So, because the question comes up a lot of times with freelancers, consultants, or people that haven't yet launched their business, they haven't yet sold anything. They think, oh, I'm not yet there to protect myself. I'm not yet there to actually having a business. You actually are. Even if you think, oh, I'm just a freelancer, oh, I'm just a consultant, oh, I'm just this, I'm just that. If you are doing something with the aim of deriving profit from that thing, you are a business owner. And that means you should be doing all the things that a business owner does, which is legally protecting yourself. And it doesn't mean, oh, you have to go and file all these trademarks. That's not it at all. It is making sure that number one, you're educated around the legal stuff. So if you're listening to this, you're well on your way. You're doing a great job so far. And you're putting those protections in place. You're getting that LLC as quickly as possible. You're prepared to use written contracts. When you do have clients, you are aware of what intellectual property you have, and you're aware of when you're going to actually file for those registrations. So I don't want the whole goal of this episode for me is to make sure that you understand, hey, you may already be a business owner, because so many times I just get people that don't think they are already a business owner, and then it ends up hurting them in the long run because they didn't realize they could have been doing these things necessary to protect themselves. Okay, now the difference between a business and a brand. As we know, the definition of a business owner is somebody who operates a business, small or large, with the aim of deriving profit from that thing, from that business. Now, a brand is a name, term, design, symbol, any other feature that distinguishes one seller's good or service from those of other sellers. And this is basically a trademark definition. Trademarks distinguish one business, one brand from the other. So a business is one that is there to derive profit. A brand is one that tries to distinguish itself from another. So you can have a business and not have a brand. A business is one that is aiming for profit. A brand that is really trying to make a name for itself so people know there's a difference between them and the next person. Now, I don't want to go into too many details here, because I like to keep these episodes short, sweet, and only like one digestible concept. So we'll leave it there. You most likely already are a business owner. And next week, next Friday, I will dive into the difference between a business owner and a brand. I hope this is helpful. If you have any topics that you would like me to cover on an upcoming episode, DM me on Instagram, let me know. And don't forget to get your hands on the Legalpreneur book. Here at Legalpreneur, we're committed to providing a supportive legal community for all business owners. I know how scary the legal stuff can be. If you found this information helpful, I would be so grateful if you could share it with a fellow business owner. And quite frankly, it doesn't cost anything to rate, review, or subscribe to the show. Your support helps me reach more listeners, which allows me to support more business owners in their entrepreneurial journey. Have any questions or comments about the show? feel free to drop me a line on Instagram. I promise I read all of the messages and comments. And if you want to be a guest on the show or know someone that would make a great guest, simply fill out our application form and a team member will reach out if we think it's a good fit. I'll see you in the next episode.